Mass jubilation has erupted among Biafrans worldwide following the commendation of Simon Ekpa by Burkina Faso's revolutionary leader, Captain IBRAHIM Traoré. Traoré praised Ekpa's bold call for the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, describing it as a courageous stand for justice and freedom across Africa. Before you watch the full video, kindly tell us where you are watching from, and share your feelings in the comment section below.
I deeply admire the boldness of Simon Ekpa in demanding the release of Nnamdi Kanu. At a time when fear silences many, he stood firm and spoke truth to power. He dared to confront the Nigerian government, proving that courage is not the absence of fear. Lit is the will to rise above it. Simon Ekpa's voice has become the heartbeat of those who refuse to surrender to oppression. He speaks not for himself, but for justice, and history will remember his courage long after the noise fades.
You cannot destroy an idea whose time has come. To the Nigerian government, I send this warning. Release Nnamdi Kanu now, not next week, not next month, because the consequences of your stubbornness will shake this country to its roots. You have held him without justice, without conscience, and without humanity. You think detaining one man will break the spirit of millions. You think starving him of freedom will silence the cry for Biafra. But you are wrong, very wrong. Every single day that you keep Nnamdi Kanu in detention, the fire of Biafra burns hotter. Every injustice you commit makes us stronger.
But ask yourself, when was the last time you saw a man speak truth and not be punished for it? When was the last time courage triumphed over fear in the face of power? Simon Ekpa's demand for Kanu's release is more than politics, it is a moral awakening. It forces us to ask, what kind of Africa are we building if justice is negotiable? What future do we expect if freedom is given only to those who agree with power? His voice represents millions who are tired of watching truth buried and injustice celebrated. And when he spoke, the world listened, not because he shouted, but because he meant every word. Words of truth pierce deeper than bullets, and that is why his message unsettles the corridors of power. Nnamdi Kanu's detention is no longer a legal matter, it is a moral question. Can a nation call itself free while it silences those who speak for it? Simon Ekpa reminds us that freedom and oppression cannot coexist. When he speaks, he does not call for chaos, he calls for justice. He does not promote division, he demands fairness. And that is the mark of true leadership, standing up for what is right, even when it is unpopular. Silence may feel safe, but it only strengthens oppression. That is why this call, this cry for Kanu's release, must not be mistaken for rebellion. It is a cry for dignity, a plea for fairness, and a demand for humanity. Think about it. If Simon Ekpa had stayed silent, would the world even remember Nnamdi Kanu today? Would justice still have a voice in the storm of silence? Freedom is never handed out. It is fought for, demanded, and defended. The question now is, will Nigeria listen? Will Africa listen? You cannot claim democracy while detaining conscience. You cannot build unity by silencing dissent. Simon Ekpa's stand is not against Nigeria, it is for truth. His voice holds a mirror to the nation, showing that peace without justice is only an illusion. True unity grows from listening, not from intimidation. And let us be clear, this is not just about one man or one movement. It is about the soul of freedom across Africa. It is about every journalist silenced, every activist detained, every dream crushed under political weight. Africa's freedom journey is far from over, and men like Simon Ekpa remind us of that. He speaks for those who cannot. He stands where others step back. And his message is simple: justice delayed is justice denied. To the Nigerian government, real strength is not shown through detention, but through dialogue. Freeing Nnamdi Kanu will not weaken Nigeria, it will heal it. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. To the people of Nigeria and Biafra, your voices matter. The world is watching, and though justice may walk slowly, it never stops moving forward. Simon Ekpa will be remembered not for controversy, but for courage. for daring to speak when others trembled, for reminding us that freedom is not a privilege, it is a birthright. So I ask you, what side of history will you stand on? Will you be silent while injustice thrives? Or will you rise and say no more? This is not only about Nnamdi Kanu, it is about the moral compass of a nation. It is about whether truth will survive in an age of fear. Simon Ekpa's courage is a spark, but it is up to us to keep the fire alive. Let his voice inspire more voices. Let his stand awaken the conscience of every African leader. Because silence is not peace, silence is surrender. History is not written by those who bow, it is written by those who rise. And in this generation, Simon Ekpa has risen. He has reminded us that no prison can hold an idea whose time has come. Truth does not die, and those who speak it live forever in hearts, in history, and in the spirit of freedom. Thank you.